Hey everyone, and welcome to Commander Hideaway. It's a stream where we try to give our guest a hideaway from current world problems and just play some casual Commander. I'm your host, MTG Moo, and I'm here with my co-host, Zack, and we've got a very special treat for you today.
That's right. We've got a game including myself, Moo, Lenny, and Swan.
Yeah, and so in this game, I'm playing my Locust God deck. Basically, the whole goal of the deck is to just give everybody new hands, play a bunch of wills, and create a bunch of locusts and win through something like a Shared Animosity or a Perforos or something along those lines. Lenny is also playing a cool deck. It's a General Tazri deck. He stated that this was just a found deck with some draft chaff, yet he has assigned Birds of Paradise, but basically the main win con of that deck is the Zodahedron Grinder. And he told us that before the game, and obviously you'll tell in this video that we didn't listen.
Yep. And I'm playing my Yarok the Desecrated deck. It's just an ETB, good stuff, kind of get some value there sort of deck. And then Swan's playing his Kenrith the Return King deck, which is just good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah,
it's definitely a good stuff deck, and it's got some pretty cool pieces in it that hopefully you'll get to see in this game. So, but Zach, if you're ready, we'll go ahead and get into the game.
Let's do it.
All right. So obviously on the first couple of turns, everybody's just playing land. Yeah, you know, nobody does a whole lot the first turn in this game. There's no turn 1 Soul Ring that I recall. But I do believe Lenny plays a turn 1 Birds of Paradise though.
Signed that he found.
Yeah. Signed Draft Shaft Birds of Paradise.
Yeah. Same with that City of Brass, honestly.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we got played a little bit there, you know.
Yeah, Lenny's a sneaky one.
Yeah.
Oh, second island. What am I gonna do?
You I think drop Baleful Strix here.
Yeah.
Get some value.
Yep. Draw a card. Love it.
Yeah, Swan cracked Terramorphic Expanse. The main thing of his Kenrith deck is really trying to mana fix. It's pretty much what he does the first couple of turns in every game is just mana fix, so he can kind of get his game plan going. So this Cryptolith Rite that Lenny plays is a cool card, though. You'll see him use that quite often, where he taps his creatures for mana.
You definitely see the green box where I clicked it to see what it did.
Yeah, you know, hey, I mean, in 2020, people, or 2021 now, you know, people just kind of expects the spell table life, so.
Yep. Okay, who am I going to attack? I don't know. Oh, move.
Oh, you're popping Lenny down there.
Oh, I popped Lenny? I thought I popped you. Misplay.
No, it wasn't. We should have all popped Lenny.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let's see what's Swan doing. Rhystic Study.
Yeah, Swan hits the Rhystic Study, but you Swan Song the man, you know.
Got him.
Yeah, you can't Swan Song anybody other than Swan.
Right.
It's only the fair thing to do.
Just drawing a token here.
Oh, I flash out my sweet tea.
Heck yes. Love me some sweet tea.
Let's see.
Alright, we got a Sacred Foundry here.
Yeah, Swan's drawing his Flying Penguin is what it ends up looking like, I believe. I think Lenny just passes, and then I do the same. 4 turns in, I haven't done anything. I think I've got something sneaky up my sleeve that ends up not being a big play.
Locust God's expensive. It's a 6-drop card.
That is true.
Ooh, Kadama's Reach.
The signature Zach Taylor play, Kadama's Reach on turn 3. I'm really curious as we do more of these, how many, or turn 4 rather, how many you actually end up doing turn 3, turn 4, Kadama Reach. Because you did it last night too.
Yeah, I did. And I had the other card, I forget what it's called, that does the same thing as Kadama's Reach in my hand that game last night too.
On Swan's Instep, Lenny played that Renegade Getaway, but it's mainly, I think what he was doing was trying to get an additional creature on the board because of how Zodahedron Grinder works. And right here, he plays his commander and then tutors up Zodahedron Grinder. And again, none of us did anything knowing that was the main win con of his deck.
I mean, he told us.
Yeah, and then there's my sneaky stuff. I flash out Hole Breacher at his instep. Yeah, I was hoping to get some card draw off that, but at that point I hadn't done anything for 4 turns, so I needed to do something.
What are you doing here?
There's no telling, dude.
Tapping lands.
Oh,
Burnish
gotta get
Heart.
that ramp going, you know.
Yeah, it's important. It's hard in, is it?
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't draw any of my fast ramp in this game, and so, oh, look at that. Burnished Heart and Wayfarer's Bauble, dude. I'm living my best life.
Yeah, you are. See, I'm untapping. Still just got the bird.
That you're smacking somebody with.
Coming in.
No, you smacked me with it. That was a mistake, dude.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Yarok.
Dude, I'm really excited. You've been working on this deck, haven't you?
Yeah, I have been.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some of the changes that you end up making in it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of ramp, more landfall stuff. We'll see. Frontier Siege.
Yeah, so I believe he picks cons here. And then he swings his flying penguin at, I don't know, I think he's deciding who he wants to swing it at. At me, at your boy. Again, another mistake. Should have been Lenny.
Yep.
He was on a lot of people's who to kill first list right around the new year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So right here, he's using Cryptolith Right to tap for some mana, and plays the Zaldahedron Rider we spoke of.
Yep. There it is.
That's actually a cool card. So that's the first time I've ever actually seen that card. And so it was pretty cool how it worked and everything when you target it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Library of Lang. Heck yes. It's an all-star.
Yeah, it's a good card in that deck.
I played that back in 4th edition.
I wasn't around in 4th edition, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you swung in at me. Unfortunate, dude. I do the old sack Burnished Heart, and then I think I sack Wayfarers at the same time too. Save time, you know.
Yeah.
Big
you gotta
brain
be timely
plays.
in these games. Looking something up.
See what Swan. Oh, you're still doing something?
I think you
turns.
passed. I think you passed.
Oh no, I was blocking.
Oh. What
Yeah.
am I doing?
You swung at me.
My bad.
Oh, the Sire.
Sire Stagnation.
So just a quick note, we missed Yarok activating Sire twice and milling 4 instead of 2. So the first go around, we make a gentleman's agreement just to do the 2 since it was missed on the first 2 players.
Yeah. Rules.
It happens, you know.
Yeah.
It had no impact on the game, so.
Where's that bird going?
I don't know. Swan's very indecisive on where he swings his flying penguin, you know.
Yep.
I think that Fathom Mage this one has, dude, that's actually a good card in that deck. Where
What
you
card?
put the Fathom Mage, where it's like you put a +1/+1 counter and get to draw a card when you do, if you put it on Fathom Mage. And also note, I stole your draw and got 2 treasures.
Got there.
Yeah,
Caddis.
this Caddis was also Caddis. How do you say
Something
that
like
thing?
I say Caddis.
Caddis. It was also
saying
very
that's
much a
right.
problem that we didn't pay attention to be honest.
Yeah, that card's real good. I've been playing it in Boros, and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate it being. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, "That's pretty cool," and then it's a lot stronger than I had originally anticipated.
Oh, you got the Locust God out.
Yeah, and doing the old wheels, which I think have like 3 cards in hand. Yeah, so like not very much value town, but you know,
You do what you can.
we do what we can. Yeah, when we played with Lexicon, he didn't know what that card was, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, playing some secret tech.
That's right. I always find it cool when I play with people who've been playing a long time, because I've only, you know, not even been playing a year, and I play cards that they don't know. I'm like, yeah, it feels good, man.
Feels good.
I think I smacked you with my Locust, by the way. Also, note, Swan's still on 40. Nobody's even messing with that, man.
Yeah. I hadn't been doing that much.
I mean, mana fixing his mana's looking good down there.
Yeah, it is. See, it looks like he's missing a black.
Oh, I'm still on my turn. I played
Oh.
Jace's, which is a all-star of this deck, you know.
I mean, usually you get it by like way before now.
Yeah, I definitely had a slow start to this game because, like, I've played plenty of games where I've got Locust God out like turn 3, turn 4, and definitely didn't happen this game, but it do be like that sometimes.
Ooh, Soul Ring.
Is that a draft
Signed.
trap soul ring?
Sure is. Sure is. Took it to LA to get signed.
Oh, Steve.
Steve.
Steve's an all-star in every deck.
Yep.
So that ground seal was a cool card that I haven't seen either.
Dude, I love having Ground Seal out. It's just like to threaten, like, don't do it, I'll destroy it. Don't do it.
So it does something with graveyards, right?
It exiles graveyards, I believe.
That's right, yep. That's good against Swan.
Well, up. Doubling mana.
Yeah, again, it doesn't matter, so...
Yeah, I was like, I think Lenny's next turn is our last turn.
Yeah, it definitely, So, right here, I just want to note that, so, Rapid Hybridization, the Sire, but what I was doing, I was politicking with, Lenny not to mess with my Jaces or me, right? To try to save my Jaces, because I knew if it came back around to my turn, especially with, the double mana, that I could possibly win chaining enough wills together with Jaces and everything else, right? So, looking back, obviously I should have killed Zardohedra Grinder, but at the time I was just trying to, you know, conserve my board and make it back to my turn, so...
Right. We just forgot that warning, man.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I think he sold the deck well, right? He was like, dude,
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of draft with Zardohedra Grinder, right? So he made it sound like it was just like a jank deck, you know, and it ends up not being a jank deck. Also, Seaborn Muse and Swan's deck is the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
That card's so good in that deck.
It is, because he just keeps activating Kenny every turn.
Alright, he's swinging his old birdie bird, flying penguin. I don't know, I didn't see who he swung it at Lenny, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
But yeah, especially with the double mana he's got. Normally by now too, Swan's played like a Buried Alive or something like that to get some stuff in his graveyard that he can reanimate. So unfortunately that didn't plan out this game. But yeah, so normally when Seaboard Muse comes out in that deck, it's normally pretty much the end of the game.
Kenny's in play.
I've thought about doing a Kenrith deck since Swan has one, but doing it like something way off the wall, right? Doing it totally different than his like Pillow 4, you know, reanimate, veto and stuff like that, and Will Breaker, dismissing the dreams, I think is what it's called, where you target it and it's like all creatures are illusions type thing. I hate those cards. Alright, so a cool thing here, Lenny plays Leap. And targets Zardohedra Grinder, so it targets all of his creatures. So he gets to, I think is Leap draw a card?
I want to say yes.
Yeah. So he ends up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets to draw 5 cards, which is Value Town, dude.
Yep.
Like, that's Zardohedra Grinder's a dope deck now that I've seen it with the General Tazri.
Yeah, it really is.
And this is where, you know, all the fun we were having, unfortunately comes to an end.
Come to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
No, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, I didn't play a single wheel, you know. Like that Misty Rainforest, you think that's draft trap? That Temple Garden?
I mean, depends on when you were drafting, I suppose.
That's true.
Gilded Goose.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's just... So I think what he does is run like a lot of cheap CMC creatures, right? So he can dump them out, and when he targets Zardohedra Grinder, make it crazier. So he plays a pill right there, which I'm going to pause and go back for a second. because this is a main point of the game.
Okay.
So he targets Zadahedra Grinder, and because he does that, all his creatures gain trample and get +X, which is equal to the number of creatures you control, which I think he's at 6 now with Gilded Goose. So I just want to note that that's, part of the thing. And we'll also talk about authority here in a minute, where tap up to 2 target creatures your opponents control, and creatures he controls gain vigilance till end of turn.
Alright.
But yeah, so he plays the pill, target Zadahedron Grinder. All his creatures get I think it's +5/+5 at that point, and have trample. And so, and then he, what does he do next? Oh, Wings of Velis Veil. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, I believe so.
And so he gave all his creatures flying, and I think base power and toughness 4/4 is what the card does. So yeah, at this point, especially with Kadesh out, we're very much in trouble.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool ending though.
Yep.
But we definitely, looking back, should have used some removal on his board and done some things. Because we just let the man go. And so right here, he plays Authority and gives them all Vigilance until end of turn. And he ends up tapping the Locust God and also tapping Swan's Bird, because those are the only 2 untapped creatures with flying.
Flying, yeah.
Yep. So now he's free reign and swings out. This is his how he swings with Vigilance. He lifts it up, and is like, hey, swing at those. Oh, he ends up, no, he didn't tap them. Yep, see. And yeah, I think at this point is when we all just say, sounds great, dude.
Yep.
Good game.
On to the next one. On to the next one.
Yeah, and so and just in case, he taps 2 for a Boros Charm as well, to give him double strike to completely finish the game. Yeah, that's where we're like, all right, pal, you got it. You're good. And so, yeah, I think it was a good game. I think definitely we should have listened more and paid more attention to the Zadahedra Grinder and done something about that.
I think so too.
Yeah, and so, but I think as well, if it would have made it back to Swan's turn, if I didn't somehow create enough Locusts to kill him or Lenny, that it definitely would have probably ended on Swan's turn or in the next few turns. Because I guarantee you that man had a Buried Alive or something like that in his hand where he could grab Veto or something like that.
I completely agree.
Yeah, and so, but overall, I think it was a good game. It was cool to see Lenny's deck. Like I said earlier, that's not. That's some new deck tech that I've seen with the Zada and everything, and kind of makes me kind of want to brew one,
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the end of this episode of Commander Hideaway. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm Zach, and we got my co-host Moo here. And where can they find us on Twitter, Moo?
Yeah, so they can find us combined at CMDRHideaway on Twitter. You can find me individually at MTGMoo on Twitter. And go ahead.
And I'm at Z4CK38.
Yeah, and you can check out our Twitch channel. I think we're moving to Wednesdays. So Wednesday nights about 7 p.m. Central Time, we're streaming with guests, and we just, play some casual games. So feel free to come by, hang out anytime.